With just a flip of a coin, this video demonstrates 3 main points that every good trader needs to learn. Number 1, position and risk management overcomes even the chaos of randomness, in which we teach just that. Number 2, statistical distribution can be overcome with consistency. And number 3, the 4 axioms of trading are the secret keys to overcoming the randomness of the market.
So what the coin flip does, I'll be apparently breaking a lot of rules, but a lot of people, how many visitors do we have? Because if we've got visitors that don't like to participate, I won't. Well, I'll do it. So some members haven't seen it lately. I need a visitor that will volunteer, that will flip a coin 10 times. I need a visitor that will volunteer for me.
Hey, it's the best learning. Get in the hot thingy.
All right, Chris.
Looks like Chris
There you
Berry's
go.
got their
Chris.
up.
Hey, all right. So, Chris, we haven't talked. I mean, we don't know each other. It's not, I'm not a magician. I don't even play one on TV. So we've got Chris Berry. Okay, so Chris, what I would like for you to do is I would like for you to flip a coin 10 times. And what I'm going to do is I am going to take your coin tosses, right? And I'm going to win over 60% of my trades. That's all I'm concerned with. I'm not concerned about the amount of money, winning money, losing money, anything like that. I'm just going to win 60% of the trades based on your coin tosses. So if you flip a coin and you get heads, I'm gonna buy, and if you flip the coin and it's tails, the next, I'm gonna enter the trade selling. So let's go ahead and do that. Flip a coin and tell me, and I don't have a whole lot of time to do this, and tell me which, and put down like 1, and then whether it's a heads or a tails, 2 heads or tails, and let's go ahead and get 10 flips out of the way. We're gonna do this 1 heads. Okay, so 1 heads, 2.
And folks, only Chris type in chat, please. Nobody else type in chat.
2 tails. Okay, so 2 tails. Okay, 3. Oh, tails. Okay, 4. No, tails. 5. Tails. 6. Heads. You're making this tough. 7. This is going to be a tough one. 7. Heads. 8. Heads. 9. Tails. And 10. Tails. All right. Well, thank you so much, Chris. All right. I can see that this distribution is not really even. And now this is really cool because I'm a predictor of distributions. So I'm going to go ahead and take a trade right now. I'm going to try to get right in here. There's my first trade. It's heads, so I took this trade along. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get out of this particular trade at a profit. Okay. And so one of the things I can do is I can bring this limit order down here because I'm going to make things as quick as possible. I try to make things. I'm looking at the room that I have here. Might even bring it down just a little bit more. And so I brought now I'm breaking all the rules. Remember, my only goal here, my goal is to win 60% of these trades based on your coin toss. That's it. I'm not worried about the money. And by the way, I am trading live money. So if this costs me money, I'll blame Ladine. So I'm in this position here.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, Doc, don't worry. We all blame Ladine. It's okay.
There we go.
That's because we love her so.
That's funny.
I don't even know what to say to that. Oh my goodness, you guys are funny. I love y'all too. That's all I can.
Oh, now the market wants to slow down on us, right? That's okay. So I've got this position here. Okay, so I just won that trade. Now, the next trade that I need to take is a trade, a tails trade. Now, I've got 4 tails trades in a row in a long market. Like I said, he's going to make this super, 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 super tough. So I'm going to try to play with this just a little bit. Let me see here. Whoa, things are jumping. I got to wait for it just for a second to kind of slow its roll a little bit. See how it's just jumping around? I got to get in a particular price. I'm going to try to get in this price here. So there's one tails there. Oh, come on. I'm just going to take a trade. Let me just get in it if I can. Ah, come on. I'm just gonna sell at market. Here you go. Boom. Sell at market. All right. Again, I'm gonna short my target up here a little bit. See what happens. And this is definitely not the time to take a short trade, right? And you got like 4 of them right in a row. I just try to really make things difficult. But my goal here is to win 60% of the trades, right? So I know what my goal is. So I have to be very careful about, hey, this is a particular goal that I have. Man, I could bust my daily limit here in this ladder on this particular coin toss. So what I'm going to do in this instance, I'm just going to flatten out this particular trade. Here and then, well, let's see here. Might not go so bad. But I will bring my stop price 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to bring it down significantly, maybe up just a little bit more, just in case. And I have to keep my eye on the actual goal, which is to win 60% of the trades, which means I need to win 6 out of 10 of these. I won that trade too. Okay, so I just won 2 of the trades. I'm going to take another short trade right here. I won that one. Okay, I got another short trade that I need to win. And here we go. On that one. Oh, I won that one too. Okay, so that was even before I had a chance to change it. So I won that trade. Let me see here. I'm going to try to enter the trade again. I won that trade. So you flipped the coin. I didn't, right? So I won 5 of them. All I have to do is win 1 more trade. Okay. So, I don't know what happened here. Oh, I'm in 2 contracts. Let me clear this. I won that trade too. Okay, so that was I think this one here, I won it. Let me do something here. Hold on. I got to do some math. Make sure I didn't make a mistake. Yeah, I won that trade too. So now I've won 7 trades, except for one problem here. I did screw up. So let me get rid of these 2 wins. I got so excited about going short. I'm going to take those 2 wins off the table, okay? Because I was supposed to go long on those trades. So let me do that. Let me go long. I clicked the mouse delayed, and I clicked too many trades is what happened there. I won the trades, but I was actually in 2 trades too many. So here I'm going heads now. I'm going long. And in this case, I know where I'm at, so, you know, I could probably dollar cost average this particular trade. And now I have 2 greens here. If I hit one of them, see if I can win another trade. I have to win one more trade in order for me to win this goal here, right? Okay, so I won that one. I won that trade. Now I have to get up to this green mark here to win the other one. I won that trade. I've put $112 on the board already, and you flipped the coin, not me. You're selecting my trades. So I'm going to try to I'm going to do another trade here. Since I already won, I'm not going to screw anything up and get too ridiculous. I'm going to bring up some really easy. I'm going to try to get in. I'm going to try to get in long here. It didn't get me in. Let me get rid of this trade here. Let me just buy at market. There we go. I won that trade. Okay, now I have to go short, right? And I have to go the opposite direction. So let me get in this trade. Let's see if it'll fill. Okay, it filled, or not filled, but it initiated. And my stop out. I won that trade. Now I'm going to do one more trade, and this is a short trade as well. And I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm going to try to. Here's a short trade. I really tightened things up. I won that one. All right. So the point here, I just made $150. Okay. This is not the technique that we use, and people will see me use various techniques to accomplish this. It's not about direction. It's about position, and it's about where you put your target gains and target stops. I asked a total stranger, whose name was Chris, to flip a coin 10 times. I would take a trade in the direction of the coin toss. Now, he made it difficult for me because he had several tails in a row in an up market. How do you win doing that? Well, if you know what you're doing, right? In this case, I used a technique, and nobody get any big ideas about where I put my gain, because if you do that in the wrong position, you'll end up losing a hell of a lot of money. But not only did I get a 60% win, I reached that. I made $150 on his coin toss. Thank you very much there, Chris. So I like it when people can make me some money. But I won 100% of the trades and made money based on his coin toss in a market that was moving up. So we actually had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tails. So conventional wisdom would say, I should have lost, since the market was going up and he gave me 6 short trades, I should have lost more money or more trades than I won. That's what conventional wisdom would have said. But here's the deal about conventional wisdom. It's with conventional people, and conventional people tend to be losers, not winning traders. So it looks easy. Try it. Try it and see what your results are. So let me see. Is everybody still on with me?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
All right. So, yeah, our commissions here, yeah, that's not part of the discussion. Commissions are not part of the discussion. I don't, commissions here, they're $5 a trade, right? We're not talking about that. We're talking about the goal. So if I misunderstood, that's okay. So very simply, yeah, and obviously you wouldn't want to do what I did in trading for real. This was for real. This is for real. But now people have seen me do this dozens and dozens of times. And has anybody ever seen me lose doing this?
I haven't in 18 months.
Yep. So anyway,
I haven't in 5 years. How's that?
There you go.
I haven't in 5 years. I have not seen him lose money.
Yeah.
I know he will at some point. He will. He will. This guy, he has to. I mean, doesn't he? Well, maybe not. I don't know.
I have to lose at some point. One of these times I will lose that challenge. I won't make my 60%.
Odds are you have to. Odds are you have to at some point.
I have to. I have to. It hasn't happened since 2009. So I don't know when it will happen, but it will happen. And it may happen 2-3 times in a row. Just like, okay, so let's take a look at all of the lessons in this particular thing. Okay? Somebody could say, oh, that's so easy to do. Make money, like that. Well, it is easy if you know what you're doing, but it's very, very difficult to do. I had to be really cognizant of a lot of things going on. And this is not the way that we trade. But I demonstrate this. Listen to the point, because people don't hear the point. Visitors, I want all the visitors to say hi. Tell me where you're from, because it's awful quiet. I don't know if I got some squatters or what's going on. Say hi. Tell me where you're from. There's a couple of points here. Number one, everybody wants to argue direction. Virginia, Memphis. Hey, Tommy, Memphis. Nashville, Salt Lake City. Excellent. Gold Canyon, wonderful. I'm an Arizona boy, lived in Memphis as well. North Carolina, excellent. I just want to make sure everybody was listening. Thanks so much, Sacramento. Cool. Here's a couple of things that this demonstrates that goes outside of normal convention thinking. Number one, I had somebody flip a coin, and I won every single one of those trades and made money. My goal was to win 60% of the trades. That was the goal. It wasn't to make money, but making money was just a byproduct. The second thing that is demonstrative in this demonstration is this. His coin toss is a 50-50, whether he would flip a heads or flip a tails. He started off flipping a heads. Then he flipped 4 tails in a row. Then he flipped 3 heads in a row. Then he flipped 2 tails. It wasn't heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails. Our trading technique that we use takes advantage of statistical distributions. And when you are entering into a trade where you only have 50 to 60% chance of winning, and you lose 2 times, and you get butt hurt, well, your butt should hurt because you shouldn't be butt hurt. If you lose 3 times in a row, you shouldn't be butt hurt. If you lose 4 times in a row, that's just the way the distribution of the, so somebody says, what's wrong with my trading? I lost 4 times in a row. Well, statistically, there's a certain amount of percentage of times that you're supposed to lose 4 times in a row, right? If you're on a 50-50 trade, right, that's easy to figure out. It's 0.5 times 0.5 times 0.5 times 0.5. 6% of the time, you should lose. I think I did 4 in a row. 4 in a row. Right?
Did.
And that should happen. So out of 100 trades, there's a place in there where 6 times, let's say you took 100 trades, there'll be 6 times in that 100 trade range where you're going to lose 4 in a row or more. Well, we'll just say 4 in a row. We won't complicate it. Okay? So you're supposed to, because we see the distributions are not even. So those of you who, man, I lost 7, 8, 9 in a row. Well, you're going to win 3. Then I only won 3. Well, look what happened here when we were just flipping heads and tails. The distribution was the actual segregation was what it was supposed to be, as close as it could get without being perfect, because there were 6 heads and 6 tails and 4 heads, right? So that's about as close to 5 and 5 as you can get. Okay, so there was nothing wrong with the segregation of result. The result was fine. What's peculiar is the distribution of result. Meaning, you did 1 heads and then you did 1 tail. Well, here you had a distribution curve there in that 50-50 range. Then you went 4 tails. Then you went 3 heads, and then you went 2 tails, and then it ended. So we don't know how many tails you would have gotten, right? But you see, you had 3 heads and 2 tails in a row. They don't come heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails. So just because you're trading 50%, you're not going to win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, win 1, right? You're going to lose a bunch, you're going to win a bunch. And look what happened here. You know, we had 4 tails in a row, and then we only had 3 heads, and then we went back to having more tails. So, you know, you're going to lose 9 in a row. Then you're going to win 3. Then you're going to lose 4. Then you're going to win 2. Then you're going to lose 5. Then you're going to win 6. Then you're going to lose 1. Then you're going to win 7. Then you're going to lose 4. Then you're going to win 6. And when it's all said and done with on a 50-50 trade, you're going to be about 50-50, plus or minus 3% once you get up to like 100 trades, right? So if you're taking a 50-50 trade. So the distribution is going to be different, and it'll finally catch up. That's how trading works. And when you start changing your minds and your attitudes about what's going on, because you're crying and you're all in your, you got tears in your beer, which probably pretty good because, if you have a good Hefeweizen, you might want to salt it. And I think if you're out of salt, you might want to just think about your ex-girlfriend crying the beer, and then you'll have something good to drink. And it might even have a little bit of potassium and some other minerals. So tears and beers are not bad, right? Maybe. I haven't tried it, but it's a good food for thought. So, you're crying because you lose 4 in a row on a 50-50 trade. You're supposed to. And we can define we know exactly how much you should. And what that distribution, we can't tell what the distribution is going to look like, but mathematically we can tell where that distribution is supposed to end up when the fat lady sings.
Once again, the main points in this demonstration was number 1, position and risk management overcomes the chaos of even randomness. Number 2, statistical distribution can be overcome with consistency. For example, the coin was tossed to take 6 trades down when the market was straight up, and all the trades were won. Number 3, the 4 axioms of trading are the secret keys to overcome the randomness of the market. The moderator used this concept to win random short trades against the trend. If you'd like to sit in behind the scenes on a live trading session, go to deltatradinggroup.com or call us at 888-646-8787. For weekly tips and tricks, subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook.